So let's start the presentation. So this is the cover page. And let's start with the introduction. So in this introduction page, it defines the database has been created for the WP company, which is Wedgwood Pacific Company. So a database can be defined as a structured collection of data that is used to store, manipulate, and analyze data. So currently, it is very much important to manage data for organizational operations and decision-making process. So as per the case study, which is Wedgwood Pacific, is a manufacturing company basically, and that manufacture and sells customer drone aircrafts. So the report include the database creation for Wedgwood Pacific to support their day-to-day operations. So the need for database creation is to store and manage a wide range of information regarding the employees, regarding the department, the projects, and the other projects and the other different operations. So the creation of a database will help uh, Wedgwood Pacific to centralize its data and ensure data consistency and integrity. So in the in this slide, we can easily see the department, employee, project, and assignment are the different tables. So this is the department table. So the department table basically stores the information regarding department name, which is already seen on the slide, and the budget code, office number, and the phone numbers. So this is the basic of this database table, which is divided into 4 sections. We can easily see. In the department name like accounting, administration, finance. So the next table is the budget code, like PC 30010. Like these are the budget codes, and then the office numbers, which is also written in the codes BLDG 01100300. These are the office numbers. And next is the phone number we can see on the slide. So the next slide is the employee table. So it consists of employee numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are already sorted. So in the next table is the first name, last name, and the other table is the department, like first name Mary, the last name Jacobs, and then their department like administration. And as we can see, the number 3, Richard Bandelon. So its department is legal. So next is the phone number and then the email ID of the employee tables. So this table can be sorted like this way. The next slide is the project table. So which the project table basically stores the data about different projects that has been undertaken by Wedgwood projects, Wedgwood Pacific. So it includes the project ID, like 1000, 1100, 1200, we can easily see on the slide. And then project name, then department, then maximum hours the person works. So the start date and the end date. Like let us take an example, like number project ID is 1200. So the project name is 2018Q3 portfolio analysis. So its department is basically the finance department. So maximum hours 120. So the next is the start and the end date. So this table basically manages this kind of information regarding the employees. So the next is the assignment table. So basically, the assignment table stores the data about the assignment that have been undertaken by 1100, 1200, 1300, and the employee number. and the number of hours the employee worked. So it includes project ID, employee number, and hours worked by the employees, basically. So the next slide is the query one, which is SQL. So this query shows the details for all information of each product to show basically all the information in the project table. So star symbol has been used, which is SQL, which is easily seen on the slide. Select star from project. So to show all the information of project, the table star symbol has been used to select the statement. So the SQL code is used is select star from project. So in the next slide, query 2. So SQL, this query shows basically the project ID, project name, start date, and end date values from the project table. So the SQL code used is select project ID, then project name, then start date and end date from the project. So which is easily visible on the slide. The result is easily visible on the slide. Then query 3. This query basically shows all the information for each project that has a start date earlier than 1 August 2018. So the code we generated is SQL code is select star from project where, and then we can write the start date. So in query 4, this query will show all the information for each project that does not have an end date. So in this slide, we don't have any end date. So the SQL code used is select star from project where end date is null. So this is basically the slide which shows information that don't have any end date. So next is the query 5. So the query joins assignment, employee, and department tables and show all the columns. It sort the result by project ID in ascending order. So it will automatically give results in the ascending order. So we can easily see the SQL, select a project ID, then employee number, comma, E last name, E first name, D phone, ES office phone from assignment A. So this slide should work in this pattern. We can also see join employee E on A employee number equal to E employee number. So basically it sorted in the ascending order automatically. And the next one is query 6. So this query joins assignment, employee, and department tables and show all the columns. It sorts the result by project ID in ascending order as well, same as the previous one. So the SQL code used is select A project ID, B project name, B department, E employee number, E last name, E first name, D phone, AS office phone for assignment A. So which is easily visible on this slide. So we can easily see and understand this slide very well by using the SQL code. So the next is the query 7. So this query joins assignment, employee, and department tables and show all the columns include the department phone number. So it sorts the result by project ID in ascending order again. So the SQL code used is select A project ID, B project name, B department, D phone, AS department phone, E employee number, E last name, E first name, D phone, AS office, and we can easily see on the slide. So the next one is join employee on employee number equal to E employee number. So this can be sorted in ascending order. The same is the SQL query 8, next slide. So this query joins assignment, employment, and department tables as shows project ID, project name, department, phone AS department, phone employee number, last name, first name, and phone columns. So this will also sorted result by project ID in ascending order as well. Same as the last slide. So the next slide is query 9. So this query basically counts the number of projects that the department is making and assigns the column name, number of projects to obtain the result. So the SQL code used is select count. So we can write star in the brackets, AS number of projects from projects. And the next one is where department equal to marketing. So which is number of projects from project where department equal to marketing. The next slide is query 10. So the query sums the maximum number of hours column where the department is marketing and assign the column name total maximum hours to obtain the result. So the SQL code we can see uses select sum comma maximum hours, so total maximum hours for the project. So the next one is where department equal to marketing. So in the next slide, query 11. So basically this query calculates the average value of the maximum hours where department is making and assign the column names. We can see average maximum hours to obtain the result. So in this case, the SQL code used is select AVG. We can write maximum hours in bracket, which is average maximum hours for project. So the next query 12, this query counts basically the number of project in each department and assign the column names, number of projects to the obtained result. So it also uses group by clause for departments. So the SQL code used is select department, comma, count. You can write star in the bracket, AS, number of projects from projects. So the next one is group by department. So in this way, we can use SQL code to explain these queries. And the next query is query 13. This query uses left join to show all the employees that have no supervisor. So the SQL code used, we can see easily on the slide, is select E employee number, E first name, E last name from employee E. So in the second step, left join employee S on E employee number equal to S employee number. So third and fourth step, we can easily see where S employee is not null. And the next one is order by E employee number. So in this way, we can use SQL code to explain these regarding with the tables. So in the query 14, this query shows all the columns from the employee, assignment, and project tables. So basically it uses to join the keyword to join 3 tables. So the SQL code uses select star from employee. The second one is join assignment on employee dot employee number equal to assignment employee number. We can easily see the second step. And the third one is join dot project on assignment dot project ID. We can use equal to sign and write project dot project ID. So in this way, this SQL works. So in the next query, and this is the last query, query 15 SQL code we can generate in this query is select star from employee. And the second step, we can use left join assignment on employee number and use equal to sign to explain assignment employee number. So basically this query uses left join to show all the rows of the employee table and matching rows from the assignment table by using employee number column. So this is the SQL code uses for query number 15. So at last, the database from WP, like Wedgwood Pacific, has been implemented successfully. So the database includes 4 tables. These are like department, the other one is employee, then assignment and project tables. So the database has been implemented using MySQL Workbench. So the report clearly shows that the creation of each table and populates it with the given sample data. So there are so many queries has also been implemented to assist the Wedgwood Pacific with their daily operations. So overall, I can conclude that the creation of the database for WP, which is obviously the Wedgwood Pacific, will be used in centralizing its data and ensuring data consistency and its integrity. So I think this is the end of the presentation. And the next is the references of this assignment from which the data is taken. These are some of the references regarding this presentation. So which is the end of the presentation. Thank you so much.